Hey, yo, what's happening with y'all, man? Devin the Dream Haney hints at a possible ring return later this year, man. And I couldn't be more excited, bro. Contrary to what you Devin Haney fans may think, I don't dislike Devin Haney or hate Devin Haney at all. As a matter of fact, keep 100 with y'all. When Devin Haney is in the news, when Devin Haney is popping this shit on Twitter and X, when the daddy out here giving interviews and shit, when he got a fight coming up, when he in the fight game, it's good for boxing. It's good for content. It's great for this channel. And so shit, I'm happy that he back popping this shit. But you know we gotta call bullshit on a lot of the shit that's going on surrounding him, and we gonna break it down and we gonna keep it real whether you like it or not. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share these videos. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I ask that you join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. The email address is knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Or you can just come by the channel while I'm live and we can debate right then and there. But let's get it cracking. Look, bro. So Devin Haney hints at a possible ring return on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Him and Turki, you know, he seemed like he ready to do the Riyadh siege and shit. And a lot of rumors about him fighting Mario Barrios, Pitbull Cruz. Is he coming back at 140? Is he coming back at 147? I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on all that shit in this video. First, the Turki Al-Sheikh shit. No surprise. No surprise. Devin Haney and Bill Haney was trying to fuck with Turki before the Ryan fight. So it's no surprise that they are trying to do the same after the Ryan fight. And we know what Turki is. Turki is the land of opportunity for fighters that don't sell, for promoters that can't generate revenue. And Devin Haney falls in that claim. Not claim, but that category. So, because Turki is willing to pay you based on how he feel about you. You know what I'm saying? The more you kiss his ass, the more you love some Turki, the more he gonna give you money. He don't pay you based on the revenue you generate. He don't pay you based on your weight. He'll pay you based on your accolades. He'll pay you based on your accomplishments and shit, which is crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me, but people that love Turki love that shit. And just look at it, bro. This ain't no hate, you know. Terrence Crawford fucking with Turki can't sell. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy fucking with Turki. They events ain't been making no money. They floundering like a motherfucker. Top Rank fucking with Turki. They events, they been putting on some good fights. They got some good talent, but they ain't making no money on their revenue. On their own events. All their revenue comes from they deal with ESPN. They events ain't generating no real money. You got Terrence Crawford fucking with him. You got Shakur Stevenson fucking with him. Beterbiev, Bivol, Fury, Usyk. The only person that's really a star that been fucking with Turki would be somebody like an Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Francis Ngannou fucking with Turki. Never even boxed before. Fucking with Turki. So he's where you go to get a bag, which is cool, bro. Go get your bag. No issue. So I say all that to say it's no surprise that Devin and Turki back and forth cordial. My brother, alhamdulillah, all that shit, you know, doing their thing because Devin knows that Turki will pay him what he's looking for. This is a guy that dropped his belt because he felt like he was getting lowballed. He don't want to be paid off his ticket sales. He don't want to be paid off of the revenue that he generate. He don't want people to look at what he brings to the table and pay him accordingly because he ain't gonna like what that paycheck say. You know what I mean? So that's just the fact of the matter. So we'll leave it at that. So him coming back, fucking with Turki, no issue whatsoever. I expect that. Now, the 140, 147 question shit. The question about 140, 147. Who we gonna fuck with? What weight class is he gonna fuck with? This is why I was saying the shit about Devin dropping his belt a few months ago when Devin was deciding whether or not he was gonna fight Sandor Martin or not. He should have went ahead and fought him and caught his belt. Cause now, and kept his belt. Because now any fight at 140 pounds loses its luster for Devin Haney. Like, if he fight another champion, you should have defended against Sandor Martin so the shit could be a unification. If he fight any tune-up that's not for a championship, bro, you could have been making a title defense. If he fight And God forbid, he's like, yeah, I want to exercise my champion and reset status to try to get a shot at the WBC belt. You could have just kept the bitch and defended it, bro. You could have just kept it and defended the title. So him coming back at 140, no matter what comes back, that decision that he made, no matter what the fight is, I should say, the decision that he made to drop his belt, any fight loses its luster. Loses how big it could have been. I don't think he'll get the Teofimo fight, but if he come back and fight Teofimo Lopez for Teofimo Lopez's titles, and he ain't bringing the WBC to the table no more, bro, you just lost out on the unification. If you come back and fight Liam Perot, which I don't think will happen, but if he come back and fight Liam Perot for Liam Perot's IBF title that he got off of Subriel Matias, then that fight loses luster, because now you fighting for Liam Perot title, but you ain't bringing your title to the table because you dropped that bitch. Jose Rayo Valenzuela, another fight I don't think will happen, but if he fight Jose Rayo Valenzuela, for Jose Rayo Valenzuela's belt that he just got off of motherfucking Isaac Pitbull Cruz, then that fight don't have the same luster. That's not a unification. You just fighting for his belt. So by dropping that belt, he made all his fights at 140 pounds smaller. He made them all smaller. And he took a step backwards and hustled backwards from his quote-unquote goal of being undisputed at 140 pounds. You don't become undisputed by dropping belts. You come undisputed by gaining belts and picking belts up. So the 140 shit, as far as like the fights, he fucked himself off by dropping that belt. Now, just him actual as a human being and as a fighter, making 140 pounds healthy and being able to make the weight cool in general, bro. Can he make 140 again? Can he be himself at 140? I don't know if y'all seen Devin Haney lately. He look big, bro. He look big as shit. He looked big, even though he only had 2 fights at 140. He did not look like he made weight comfortably. This is a young man coming in the ring against Regis, weighed 165 pounds at fight night. And it's rumored that he weighed more than that against Ryan Garcia. I can't confirm the rumors, but what I can tell you is that Devin Haney refused the day of weights. He didn't want them weighing him the night of the fight. He was trying to hide his weight. We do know that for a fact. That's why we don't have the day of the fight weigh-ins, the day of the fight weights for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, because Devin decided that he didn't want them to weigh him the day of the fight. We do know that. So do with that what you will. And then use your basic knowledge and common sense. If he made 140 against Regis in December and then came in 165 on fight night, you would expect him 5-6 months later in April, December, January, February, March, April, 4 months later in April, to make 140 and come in at least as much as he did against Regis, if not a little bit more, maybe a little less. We can say safely that Devin Haney the night of the fight against Ryan Garcia weighed anywhere from 160 pounds to 172 pounds. Somewhere within that 12-pound radius. You can say that and you'd hit on that bet, right? So can he make 140? Because he's a big young man. Can he make 140 again, just physically? Why? So 140, we don't know. All the fights are smaller now because he dropped his fucking belt. And a lot of those fights would be political shit because Teofimo's with Top Rank. Jose Rayo Valenzuela's tied to the PBC. Pitbull Cruz tied to the PBC. Liam Perot, Matchroom. They trying to do Liam Perot somewhere in Australia to generate revenue, to make money off of him. Because we know the Australian fan base show up for their champions and shit. Will Devin go to Australia to fight him? He yelling Riyadh season. So it's a lot of different shit to where not only politically, but just as a fight fan, bro, you fucked yourself by dropping that belt. You should have fought Sandor Martin. Then just physically making the weight is an issue at 140. Then you talk about 147. It's a lot of things in the way of 147. No, like, they don't have no skin in the game at 147 over there at the zone other than Jerron Boots Ennis. And if you Devin Haney after what happened with Ryan Garcia, you come back to 147 fight Boots? You come back 147 fight Boots? And then just the idea of moving up to welterweight after what happened with him and Ryan Garcia at at 140 pounds. Ryan Garcia weighed 143 the night of the fight, but moving up in weight is never the answer to what happened to somebody like Devin Haney. And I understand, bro, listen, Ryan is a cheater. He ain't got no integrity. Devin deserved to have that no contest. Devin deserved to not have that loss on his record. That's facts. But what's also facts is that we saw what we saw, bro. We saw what we saw, fam. We did. Them highlights is still up. That fight is still etched in our mind. You can get that shit off your record. You can say you never lost. The shit is ruled a no contest. But the physical damage and the holes in your game and the way that you approach that fight and the stupidity with which you approach that fight, all that shit is still there. None of that shit had nothing to do with Osterine. You throwing your jab and not bringing your hand back to the proper position ain't got shit to do with Osterine. You having the inability to get out of the way of the same punch that kept hurting you over and over and over again got nothing to do with Osterine, bro. So when you doing something like that and you fighting a guy at 140 and he was at welterweight, he was 143, and he was your size, I don't think the answer to that is, okay, I got my no contest, the motherfucker cheated me, but he did put a whooping on me. You know what I'm saying? He did drop me multiple times, hurt me multiple times. You know what I'm going to do? My answer to all that shit is to move up and wait and fight bigger, stronger people. It's hardly ever the answer when you get when that shit happened to you. So the 147 shit, that's why I told y'all, bro, he in between. He too big. I told Devin fans this, bro. To me, my humble opinion and my analysis, he too big for 140, and he ain't got no bricks in his back pocket for 147. He too big to make 140 comfortably, where it could be an issue, and he too goddamn. He ain't got enough bricks in his back pocket. He ain't got enough power to be fucking around at 147. And then there's the narrative shit. There's the contradictions of the opponents that keep getting mentioned for Devin the Dream Haney. There's the bullshit that I gotta address about this comeback and why I'm be watching it very, very closely. How he act and how his fans act. And that is this, bro. Him, his daddy, and a lot of his fans, some of you are watching this video, have shitted on some potential opponents that people are starting to name for Devin the Dream Haney. So he can't fight Rayo or Pitbull, bro. I know you do not get to come back and be in a position to where you get to fight Rayo or Pitbull, bro. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn title on the line, no title on the line. You can't fight Pitbull because he was trash when Tank Davis fought him. He trashed when Tank Davis fought him. Belt, no belt. Former champion, no champ, whatever you want to say. Belts don't make you better, bro. Belts don't all of a sudden make you a better fighter unless you show that it made you better with your performances. Pitbull has not done that. So if he was trash for Tank Davis, he trashed for Devin Haney. No, don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Same with Jose Rayo Valenzuela. It's Devin Haney fans right now, right the fuck now, watching this video, waiting on Tank Davis to announce Jose Rayo Valenzuela so they can cook him. So they can go in, so they can talk about how trash Rayo is, how garbage Rayo is, how he's not on Tank Davis level, how it's a fight nobody wants to see. Devin don't get to come back and fight him either, bro. Belts be damned. I don't give a damn about no belt. I don't care about none of that shit. Based off of him, his fans, his daddy, you don't get to fight nobody that's either a former opponent of Tank Davis's or somebody that's rumored to fight Tank Davis, because y'all find a way to shit on everybody that Tank Davis might fight. So Devin can't fight him, bro. Sorry. And then 147, Mario Barrios, same thing, bro. I'm sorry. Well, he's a champion now, KO. He had a belt and he was a champion when Tank Davis fought. Oh, but that was just a regular belt, KO. That was a regular belt. Well, the belt he got right now at 147 pounds is an email belt. He didn't win that belt in the ring. He didn't win that belt in the ring. Last I checked, Bud Crawford dropping that bitch. He didn't beat Bud Crawford. He didn't beat Earl Spence. Earl Spence was a WBC champion. He got that bitch from Sean Porter. Yeah, got that bitch from Sean Porter. Bud Crawford was WBC champion. Got that bitch from Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford, did I say that wrong? Sean Porter was WBC champion, got that bitch from Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford was WBC champion, got that bitch from Earl Spence. I'm fucking it up. I'm gonna try one more goddamn time. Sean Porter was WBC champion. Earl took that bitch from him. Earl was WBC champion. Bud took that bitch from him. Bud moved up, vacated WBC. That's how Mario Barrios is going to be world champion right now. He didn't win that belt in the ring. So that's the email belt. And just because Mario Barrios got a belt, you don't get to say what Devin Haney said about him. You don't get to say what Devin Haney fans have said about him when Tank was fighting him. And then go fight him your goddamn self. I'm not hearing that shit, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that's not an option. If he come back at 147, Imantas Stanionis, Jerron Boots Ennis, Brian Norman Jr. is the fight I'd take. Any champion not named Mario Barrios that Tank Davis ain't already whoop on. You don't get to fight Tank Davis leftovers no more after saying everything Tank do is trash while trying to beat him at every turn. Sorry, bro. No, not rocking with it. If you come back at 140, Liam Perot, Teofimo Lopez. Shit, I'll take a fight with Subriel Matias. They both coming off of bad performances. But it can't be Pitbull. It can't be Rayo, bro. So he got options that we cool with, that are good fights, that are great fights. But you know, this hypocritical shit, this hypocrisy shit, man, I'm not feeling that shit. Nope. If you get 140, Liam Perot, Subriel Matias is cool because of the performances they both coming off of. Teofimo Lopez is cool. Shit, I would have took the Sandor Martin fight for Devin Haney's belt. But he dropped that bitch, so he ducked out on that fight. Come back at 147, I'll take a Boots Ennis. I'll take a Brian Norman. I'll take a motherfucking Imantas Stanionis. Any of those, bro. Any of those names, but don't fight nobody that Tank Davis already knocked out. Number one, last time you fought somebody that he knocked out, it didn't go well for you. Might want to stay away from Tank Davis' opponents. Seem like they on a higher level than Devin Haney and his fans and his daddy tend to think that they are. Seems like the people Tank Davis is fighting might be on a higher level than y'all give him credit for. The only way I'd be cool with a Devin Haney fan big up in the Mario Barrios fight, or a Devin Haney fan being cool with Rayo, or a Devin Haney fan being cool with Pitbull, just come out and say what it really is, and that is this. KO, look, bro, we know Tank is better than Devin, so we hold Tank to a higher status, KO. Just let us make it, KO. We know Devin is not on Tank's level, so we are cool with him fighting somebody that we criticize Tank for fighting, bro. We know it. Like, KO, that's why a lot of us, that's why we was cool with the Ryan Garcia fight, because we know that Devin really ain't on Tank level. So we shit on Tank for fighting Ryan Garcia, and we big up Devin for fighting Ryan Garcia, because we just know that Devin isn't as good as Tank. That's the only way I'll accept it, because that's what it really is. That's the only way I'll accept y'all pushing for these fights. But if Devin is to fight Mario Barrios, if he's to fight Rayo, if he's to fight Pitbull, any of those three, I expect everybody to shit on them the same way that y'all shit on Tank for fighting them. Y'all ain't gonna do it though, but I just gotta have it documented to expose you of your bullshit. But y'all let me know what y'all think of Devin Haney's return to the ring, who he should fight, what weight class he should fight at. Are you excited? Do you not care? Me, for myself, it's always funner on these YouTube streets. It's always funner here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV when the Devin Haney fans feel like they got a voice and they feel like they got some shit to talk. So I'm all for it, man. Welcome back, Devin. The boxing game has missed you. Just don't go in that bitch and get your ass whooped again, because I don't think you can recover from that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.